I feel like um, I'm sort of like becoming familiar with them in a really nice way. Um, my ear is starting to pick up on them and identify them in a really nice way. And my voice is also starting to like drift in through the quarter tones a little more easily.
Mm,
It's a process.
absolutely,
I'm
yeah.
still a beginner, but I feel like it's always been fun. Like since I started with your class, it's been fun. And I think it's just a matter of me having more time with it. And but it's like it's so fun and I love how welcoming the classes are. Like all this, everyone in the class is so kind and everyone's at different levels and very open and like the first time I came into the class I was like really freaked out because everyone sounded so good and I was like uh-oh, like what are they talking about? But then yeah, someone was just like playing the oud actually, I think.
Mm.
And it was so beautiful and crazy and I just felt really lost at first and then I realized that actually like some of them were some of them were maybe a little bit beginners too, or like in very intermediate. You put together a very welcoming and thorough course that is very makes it easy for people to love the practice and to enjoy the music and so it kind of covers all the bases like in terms of because it is rigorous and that it's like you have so many different things you've provided from like very carefully like transcribed for the people like me who like notation like transcribed stuff and then very like very intricately like you go through basically the entire taqasim and like what you would do and you being like a professional musician that is definitely like a master of your craft at this point and like we so people like that are beginning can just see someone who's like professional and performs your music all the time like see how you do these things like that's really invaluable and yeah just that thing that you often talk about which is true in music which is learning about how things are done before you want to like do something like totally go off on your own
Yeah.
thing. Like it's really like I just love that. I've always been the kind of person that loves to see how things go, even though I have trouble as an artist, like really being like anything else. Like I'm kind of more idiosyncratic type artist, but I think like for me to learn how things are, you know, function in that in a certain world, like really helps. And it's good to see you um, playing because you are at the point where you can take liberties and do your own thing because you're in a you know you're a professional musician and but like um so we can see you taking the liberties and doing your own thing sometimes but also staying within the like model of the whatever that specific maqam you're working on and demonstrating. Yes, I would definitely recommend working with you and I would say that you teach um, people how to ex- learn and explore maqam in their own way. So you, I mean, you teach them all of the facets of it, and you give um, as many resources as possible. And through all the conversations and hearing you play through them, and you having the Q&As where you listen to stuff we're working on and answer any questions, which is a great resource to have that that we can ask you anything as a person who knows everything about this is is extremely helpful. So I think you're just providing an extremely thorough course, and as you say, like a limited amount of time. I think um, I think all that people need to make sure is they have time. It's important to have time to be able to work on it as much as possible. Like every day a little bit, I guess. But otherwise, it's like it's all set up there for you as a student, and it's very intensive and thorough and fun.